and I have a lifelong passion for cooking. I'm a wife, a mother of 4, and a strong advocate for a vegan, plant-based, organic lifestyle. Over the last 10 years, I've been honing in my vegan, plant-based skills, and I'm here to bring them to you in my Plant Beach Family Kitchen. Hi, and welcome back to my Plant Beach Family Kitchen. And today I have a real good one for you. It's my smoky cheese sauce. And after we make that, I'm going to show you how to make an awesome quesadilla with it. So today, what we need to start out with is a cup of soaked cashews. Again, a couple tips on here. You can soak them overnight, put them in the fridge. You can soak a big batch of them, drain them, rinse them, and put them in a bag in the freezer so you can just grab them out whenever you're going to make a recipe that requires soaked cashews. Now, what makes this smoky cheese sauce like gooey and has a little pull to it is I put a cup of potatoes and carrots. Now, you want to steam these. You see it's a small dice. You want to make them a nice small dice, put them in a cup, put them in a colander with a little bit of water underneath and steam them. So the potatoes and carrots go in, the steamed potatoes and carrots. You don't want to boil them because that'll add too much water. All right, and then next, anytime I'm making something a little orangey, I like to sneak the turmeric in there because of course we all know turmeric is really healthful for you. It's an anti-inflammatory, and if you just put a little bit in all the meals that you're cooking, it's great to have overall in your diet. So anytime there's an orange color, I like to sneak the turmeric in, but not too much because we don't want the turmeric flavor. We just want the health benefits and the color. So here I've got turmeric, a little bit of dill, and smoked paprika. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in. A little tip too, if you really like a smoky flavor, you can add a little bit of liquid smoke. It is a vegan product. I don't put it in mine just because I like to keep everything as natural as possible. And but I have, and it does lend a good punch in that smoke department. Okay, so far in here we have the cashews, the steamed potatoes and carrots, the dill, the smoked paprika, and the turmeric. Then we're gonna add a little bit of miso. That's gonna lend like that little kind of like a cheesy flavor along with the nutritional yeast adding a cheesy flavor. And of course, Himalayan pink sea salt. So nutritional yeast goes in, chickpea miso and salt, 2 tablespoons of coconut oil, lemon juice, and I like to add white vinegar. Now you can use apple cider vinegar if you come from the school of thought where white vinegar is just for cleaning, but there is something about the white vinegar that lends a flavor that the other vinegars don't have. But apple cider vinegar, I've also used that and it works great as well. But this is just, it's perfect for this recipe. So there you go, white vinegar, and of course 1 garlic clove. Okay, so from here we have all of our ingredients in the blender, and I like to start with anywhere between a half a cup to 3/4 of a cup of water, only pouring in half of a cup of water at first, and then see what the texture is. You want it to be smooth, but you still want it to have a little thickness. You don't want it to be too smooth where it's like watery. So if it seems like you need more water, you add in a little bit at a time, a tablespoon at a time until the mixture comes together. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the Vitamix. You can use your blender. Okay, and then from here, you're gonna give it a little check. You're gonna see whether or not it's giving you that pull. And you see it does. So it kind of like hangs there, and that's from the potatoes along with the cashews. I like to give it a little taste. Okay, yes, and from here, you'll say, does it need a little bit more of the vinegar? Does it need a little bit more smoked paprika? This is right on. Has enough salt and tang. It has that smoky flavor for sure. So, okay, I have a tortilla here, and this is a sprouted whole wheat tortilla. Be sure to look at the package instructions to make sure you're getting tortillas that have very few ingredients. And so you can see the cheese sauce. Look at that. Here, let's pour it into this container so you can just see how it pours. Look at that. You can see it has a beautiful color to it. And this cheese won't kill you. So, and it won't harm any animals either, so it's a win-win. And it's delicious. Okay, so right here, what I like to do is I like to cover my tortilla. We're gonna make smoky cheese quesadillas. And so I like to put a good amount on it and leaving a little bit at the edge just because when you fold it, it's gonna naturally push all the cheese to the corners. So now from here, you can put anything you want in here. You can put pickled jalapenos, spinach. You can put, right today I've got a little bit of shredded kale and cabbage. Or you can just leave it plain and then just fold it over, give it a nice little smush, and then take it over to your stove. So what we're gonna do over here is add just a little bit, not too much, but just a touch, like, I mean, maybe a half of a teaspoon or a quarter of a teaspoon of oil. And you just kind of take your spatula and just, you know, move it around your pan. Take your quesadilla and just lay it in there. And then what you want to do is you just want to leave it alone. This is a medium-high heat, and you want to just press it there. It's going to brown on the other side, and we're going to flip it, brown it on the other side, and then it really is cheesy and melty, and you can even see some of the cheese oozing out here, and it'll brown like a regular cheese would. So you can use this cheese sauce for nachos. You can use them in the like a black bean dish, which brings me to my next point. You can refer to our black bean recipe on YouTube channel. It's a good one, and you can even make like a smoky macaroni and cheese if you want. So there's a lot of things you can do with this cheese sauce. So, okay, so here it's cooking, and we're just gonna let that cook for a few minutes. All right, so after just a couple minutes, maybe 2-3 minutes here, you know, on medium-low, you just give it a nice flip, and you can see it's got a nice crust. You can even hear it. And then you're just gonna let it cook for about another minute or two on the other side. And you can even see, look at the cheese in the pan, all crispy. Get a nice, look at that. It's crunchy, you know, those bits that are just, the best part, right? I'm gonna save that for me. I am gonna save it. All right, so now that everything is cooked on the other side, I'm gonna show you how to assemble. So, inside, it's going to be nice and creamy. And what I like to do is I like to take it in little wedges. Okay? And let me show you just before I dress it. Look at that. So, okay. So what I like to do is put a little dollop of sour cream on every one. A little bit of cilantro, and excuse me one second while I get my hot sauce. So I like this brand of hot sauce, just FYI. This one is good. It has minimal ingredients in it, and it's delicious. So I use that. And a little bit of hot sauce on each one. And voila, smoky, cheesy quesadillas that anybody would love. And here's my little burnt piece that I love right here. Cheesy, smoky, tangy, everything you would want in a cheese sauce. Here is my vegan quesadillas with smoky cheese sauce. This is a must make. We'll see you next time.